Yo guys, before we get into today's video, the other day I uploaded the Houndoom Mill video and I kind of went a little, not personal, but I kind of went a little deep, talking about YouTube and kind of depression, stuff like that. I got so much support in that video, it was so overwhelming, and I really do appreciate it. It really, it almost made me feel like now I really do have a purpose on YouTube, and that's just, I'm kind of just blown away by all the support. It really did it really made me, be really happy, and I want to thank everyone who left a comment on the video. Now, I'm also a little mad because yesterday I was supposed to upload a video on Necrozma Metagross. I was going to call it "This Deck Could Win Worlds," and I was going to talk about why I believe that Metagross Necrozma could win the World Championships and why I'm going to place a bet on that deck winning. Unfortunately, YouTube is so broken that I couldn't even upload it. I tried to upload the video 3 times in a row, and every time I went to upload, it said processing failed, and I was like, boy, what's going on? I looked it up on Twitter, and yes, apparently people were having the same issues with processing the video. A lot of people were having these processing issues. I was like, dude, you can't be serious. Like, you can't be serious. I was really mad, so hopefully I can actually get this video uploaded on Sunday, because this is like an exclusive video, because it is on Tsareena-GX. Now, Tsareena-GX is going to be post-rotation. We're not going to be playing with Force Giant players, even though I do feel like Tsareena-GX is a good one-of in Decidueye Vileplume, but we'll take a look at both Tsareena deck builds I've built on PTCGO. I'm going to talk about different versions, because I have 2 different variants of Tsareena right now. So Tsareena is mainly going to see play with Haunter, mainly because its attack jumping sidekick. If your opponent's active Pokemon is confused, this attack does 90 more damage. So you can do 180, that's super powerful. Just for 3 energies, 2 energies with a DC and a Grass, I mean, that's super strong. Not to mention Tsarina's attack Side-Eye can force your opponent to be confused. So Tsarina's got 2 really strong attacks. Unfortunately, its GX attack is not too good. Not really the greatest GX attack in the world. It's pretty bad, actually. Compared to other GX attacks, I don't think you're ever going to use Queen's Command, to be honest. It's a good attack, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's that great, especially with the Rangaroo and Octillery running amok. So we're kind of going to be using a different kind of GX attack in both different variants of the Tsareena deck that I built. This is the Ninetails version. This version mainly tackles different sides. Originally, I was going to use Tsareena with like Necrozma for Black Ray, and then you went to rely on Haunter. So the idea behind this deck is, well, both decks technically. You're going to use Haunter's ability Gothic Fear. When you place Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may leave both active Pokemon confused. So you leave your opponent's active Pokemon confused thanks to Haunter's ability, and then you come in with Zoroark, stand in, you retreat Zoroark back into Tsareena, because Tsareena is going to get confused from Haunter unless you stand in first. It doesn't really matter, actually. And then you can knock him out with Jumping Sidekick, which is nice. Now, you're like, oh, why wouldn't you play Tsareena with something like, say, Espeon or Spinda? Well, confusion is not really that easy to keep it locking anymore, thanks to big cards like Guzma. So Tsareena is not too good, I think. I think it's borderline decent, but it is still a cool looking GX, though, nonetheless. So we're going to mainly be using it with Haunter here. That's kind of that. We do play our 2 Devo sprays. But we do have Zoroark as backup, right? We have Zoroark, which is a good backup attacker, so we have Mind Jack. I mean, Tsareena doing 3 for 90 isn't terrible, I guess. It's pretty tanky, so you can get 2 shots most of the time. Treat it like a Decidueye. We got our 2 Lele's for, Energy Drive, and we got it for, obviously, the ability. Now, we do play Ninetails. Now, I was debating what to add in the deck, and I decided Ninetails. Ninetails can provide you a bit of tankiness. A problem with the Tsareena deck right now is that, of course, Tsareena needs to have Haunter and Zoroark going at once, so you're going to need a lot of Pokemon. You need a Stage 2 Pokemon to be in play. You need a Gastly down, and you need a Zoroark down. That will take a bit of a while to set up, so not only does Alolan Vulpix let you set up a little easier, but Alolan Ninetails can let you sit back a little bit, because you can Ice Path your opponent, right? You can really save your Ninetails from being knocked out for a few turns while you build up your kind of army, and you build up the strategy that this deck tries to do. Not to mention, Ice Blade is perfect at dealing with Volcanion. You put a Choice Band on, and you're going to be hitting for 80. Not to mention, maybe you can pick stuff off for 50. Jumping Sidekick sometimes won't one-shot a lot of things. It doesn't one-shot Gardevoir. We don't play Professor Sycamore in the deck. We'll talk about why in a minute. But that's that one. But you can use Alolan Ninetails GX for Ice Blade to help you with that. So we do have that. Plus, we probably will use Ice Path most of the time as a bit of a walling kind of tactic to build up our board here. So those are all of our Pokemon. We do play a 3-1-3 Tsareena-GX line. You could play Baby Tsareena if you want. It's up to you. I think if you would, you'd have to maybe go 2 Tsareena, 1 Tsareena. I mean, it's not a bad card, but I don't think it's very good. But I don't know, if you're super crazy, you can put that in. I don't know. So we go into the trainers and supporters. We got 2 Devo sprays for our Haunter. We got 1 field blower so that we can get our abilities back, since this is a very ability heavy deck. I want to put more blowers in, but there's so much stuff in this deck, it makes it really clunky. 1 nest ball, because again, we need to get like Bounsweet, Zoruas, Gastlys on the bench very soon. 3 rare candies for our Tsareena. 1 special charge, since DC is super important. We do play 1 Super Rod. I like Super Rod over Rescue Stretcher, just to get back your basic grass energies. I don't know. I find Super Rod is a little better. You can always take out Super Rod and throw in Rescue Stretcher if you want. I don't know. I personally believe Super Rod was better. I had a good chat with my boy O-Dog last night, and we were kind of talking about which variants. I have 2 different versions of Tsareena that we're going to showcase. 4 Ultra Balls, search out your Pokemon. Now, we do play 2 Brigettes. Now, the reason behind 2 Brigettes over 1, it's super important to set up a Zorua, a Gastly, and a Bounsweet as quick as possible. Tsareena, or 2 Brigettes is going to help us with that. 1 Brigette might be better, because you do have Alolan Vulpix, right? But I think 2 Brigettes might be the best bet. Now, we did play 2 Guzma. The reason I only played 2, sometimes you have to do Guzma before Haunter. And there might be a situation where you have to use Guzma before Haunter, or after Haunter, or whatever, for whatever reason, so it's not really ideal, because you force your opponent to switch out, and then they won't be confused. That's kind of logic behind that. We got 3 Ents for draw support, 3 Sycamores for draw support. I like having 3, I don't think 4 is needed. We do play 1 Skyla, since you can obviously use Skyla for rare candy, go from there. 3 Choice Bands, so that our Pokemon can do more damage. Mainly Tsareena can start hitting for big damage, like 210, and Zoroark can take 1-shots. 3 Float Stones, obviously, so we can have ways to stand in and retreat with Haunter. We got 4 DCEs, so that we can attack with Tsareena, Zoroark, Lele, and Ninetails, and then 6 Grass. I think 5 Grass is better, to be quite honest with you. But me and my friend both agreed that 6 was the way to go. So this is the Tsarina Ninetails deck. I gotta save it here, because I actually didn't have the Tsareena-GX from before. Because I just got one on pubs today. So we are going to show you guys the other Tsareena build. You can probably already guess what it is. You probably already saw it in the pregame thing. But of course, Tsareena with Golisopod. Now, of course, we looked at Tsareena Ninetails. Now we're going to be looking at the Golisopod Tsareena build. Mainly just, it's kind of just the deck that is opposite Ninetails. I like the Ninetails build because you have Sniping, you have Ice Path, and you have a counter to Volcanion. Zoroark is good against Volk too, I guess, but Ninetails is even better. So it's kind of up to you. The Golisopod build is a bit different. You have Golisopod as a backup attacker. You can use Crossing Cut GX. You can use Armor Press. You can First Impression with Zoroark and stand in. You're already using this kind of Zoroark engine with Haunter, so you might as well use Golisopod with Zoroark. The engine's already there. You might as well keep benefiting off it by throwing in Golisopod-GX. So that's kind of the logic behind Golisopod. Might be better than Ninetails, but I don't know. Now, we still do play 1 Alolan Vulpix in our list. I still feel like this is an important card to have just to be able to set up Gastlys and everything so early on, and especially since you're playing a Stage 2 deck. Everything kind of is the same. Basically, it is the exact same lists, except for the lineup of Golisopod. We literally just took out a Vulpix and a Ninetails, threw in Wimpod and Golisopod. It's literally that simple. But yeah, these are the Golisopod variant. I don't know which one is personally better in my opinion. We're going to try out both though, and we're going to see if they're good. I'm probably going to do friend battles because Tsareena is probably not very good in pre-rotation with Via Seeker. So I think we're going to just try this out in some friend battles, and we'll see how it goes. So see you guys in a game or two, and I'm going to do a game with both Tsareena decks. We're going to try them out and see which ones are better, and if they are good. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the game. Alright, here we go. Let's get a game here with my friend Arsenal. Shout out to you. I'm going to be doing 2 games with this deck, probably. Trying out both variants of the deck. We'll see how either or works, and we'll see. I bet you he's not going to be able to predict what I'm playing either, which is kind of cool. You'll never guess what I'm playing. Unless I mulligan. If I mulligan, he's going to be able to guess. We do win the coin flip, though. So that's good. You're playing a stage 2 deck, and stage 1s it's good to win the coin flip. Golisopod, Zoro. Nope. Technically, I am playing Golisopod Zoro in a different build of the deck, but it's not my main deck. So we actually got a decent start here. I like this hand. I think we're playing against Bulu Vikavolt. So, we'll see how that goes. We can one-shot Bulu pretty easily. Oh, he's never going to be able to guess. It's funny. We do have Nest Ball, we have Ultra Ball, we have Grass Energy. So our hand is looking good. I don't really know how I feel about losing 2 choice bands, but we won't talk about that. Ooh, Devo Spray. It's another card I didn't really want to see either. And a Ninetails. It's not what I wanted to see either. Alright, well, I'm going to Nest Ball here for a Zorua. Okay. And we'll actually grab Vulpix. Oh boy. He's never going to be able to guess. Maybe he's thinking of playing like Tsarina with like Forest Giant Plants. I think I'll just grab a Vulpix here. And, I mean, we can maybe... Thing is, I don't want to do Lele now, because I really don't want to, I don't want to discard some of these cards. They're way too important in this matchup. I might just hold on to this hand and, retreat into Vulpix next turn? Yeah, retreat next turn, because then Vulpix won't get 2-shotted by Horn Attack. Assuming he doesn't get a Grubbin down. I like that play. I don't want to walk into a knockout. He's probably never going to guess, so I wonder if he realized I'm playing Tsareena-GX. He ends me. Alright, so this is what I wanted, because I didn't really want to lose Ninetails, 2 choice bands, a Devo Spray, and an Ultra, and stuff like that. That's just way too much to lose. So, there. Ooh, we do get Candy, though. We do get Lele, so I could even Lele for Brigette here. We'll see. And we'll see if my opponent's able to get out a Vikavolt. He does get rid of one of his Vathers, so this is making me think, does he not know that I'm playing the... Does he think... Oh, God, sorry. Jeez. I literally just hit my laptop. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I apologize. I was doing a hand gesture, and I flicked my laptop up. Ooh, Brigette. Okay, dropping Gastly, I think, confirms what we're playing, but it's all good. And we can retreat into Vulpix. I guess we can Lele for, an item. There's really no point in ending him here, but also I don't want to do Sycamore either. I think we'll Lele. I could even grab Ultra Ball if I wanted to, grab Zorua. We can Guzma, we can Brigette. I mean, we can grab Brigette and then do Brigette and then knock him out. I don't know. I want to get Brigette. I want to get a Zorua down. This deck looks so weird. Oh boy. You won't even know. So I can grab Brigette, get a Zorua down, or I can grab a Skyla. But there's really nothing to grab a Skyla, but I want to grab something. It's gonna grab a Sycamore, because I'll Beacon for 2 GXs here, and I'll Brigette for Zorua, and then we'll get 2 GXs into play. Seems like a decent play. So get Zorua down. I mean, I could even... Nah, okay, hold on. I was thinking of grabbing a Haunter. We'll just do a Beacon, and we'll grab ourselves Tsarina and Tsarina. We'll grab the GXs. That kind of confirms what we're playing, because he's able to see the 2 Tsarinas. But this hand's pretty good, and we'll just have to hope that he doesn't get a Vikavolt in play. And also that he doesn't knock out my Bounsweet, because again, this does need 2 stage 2. It needs 2 energies. It's a lot of energy. Very hard to build up. Zoroark 2 is getting even weirder. Yeah, you'll see the combo. he's probably thrown off by Gastly. I wonder if he knows what Tsareena-GX does. We'll see. Okay, he does grab a Lele. He got rid of a Vikavolt though. So it looks like he is probably gonna go Sycamore here. Unless he grabs Guzma and I don't know, he has Rare Candy in his hand or something. And okay. Alright, rip. So we're not gonna be able to get a Tsareena-GX into play this turn. That's fine. We do see Super Rod. He's gonna be able to get back the Vikavolt and energies, which is kinda clever. And he's probably going to do a Rangaroo first. Yep. In before it's Rare Candy, Vikavolt. That'd be pretty bad. Another Bulu. I'm really got to be cautious of the Vikavolt. Once he gets it in play, it might be a little hard to stop. But, I mean, As long as we can control the Aether Paradise, we're okay, right? Ooh. Now I'm starting to wish I didn't put away the Vikavolt. Or what am I saying? I don't even know why I said that. Now I'm starting to wish we didn't put Zoroark down. Alright, that's a little better. I think I'm just going to put Ninetails in play, to be honest. I guess. I don't really want to use 2 Choice Bands either, though. Because Choice Band's pretty good. We can use it with Zoroark to one-shot Bulu if we need it. Okay, we did whiff the Bounsweet, which is kind of... Or the Steenee. Yeah, we whiffed Steenee, which is kind of what I was worried about. So I think we'll just get rid of Floatstone and Zorua. Yeah, we still have our Super Rod. So we're going to grab a Steenee here and hope he doesn't have a Guzma or a Lysander. That could be pretty bad. Best we can do is just do this. We could even confuse him in the Devo spray. I don't mind that, actually. Yeah, I don't mind that. We can confuse him. This is actually not bad. But if he has Guzma, it's like... There's really no point either, because... It's post-rotation. So if he has Guzma, he knocks out my Steenee either way, and then he gets out of the confusion, and then I just wasted my Haunter Tsareena knockout. Or I can hope the top deck of DC to knock him out with Tsareena next turn. I guess. I'm just going to try this out, see if it works or not. Worst case scenario, he knocks out Steenee, and then I can't get Tsareena going. We do have to watch out for Aether Paradise, though. So, we do see Ultra Ball. It looks like my opponent is going to be able to get a Vikavolt into play here, unless his Rare Candy's not in his hand. But, okay, he's got a Charge-a-Bug. So, we have a little bit more time before the Vikavolt comes in play. Maybe we can even knock out Charge-a-Bug. Because Bulu can't one-shot me. Speaking of which, it looks like he's going after Steenee unless... Well, actually, he doesn't really have a way to retreat, so maybe he isn't going for it. Sycamore, alright. I was hoping he would end me, to be honest, so we don't have a dead hand. We have a couple of... We still have some decent support. We got N, we got Sycamore, so hopefully we can draw into one of those cards. So, we see the Sycamore here. Ooh, he loses a Vikavolt. That's good. He's probably got a few left, obviously, but still good. And Ninetails is, of course, going to go down here. Maybe I should have evolved into it, but it's whatever. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have, let's be real, because then I could have done Beacon. Might have miscalculated that play. Not gonna lie. We can... I'm really relying on my top deck here. I think we just gotta bring out the Bounsweet. This is not going well, though. I could knock him out Zoroark if I find Field. Oh no, all the top decks. Alright, we'll put down Tsareena. He definitely has a Guzma, which is the unfortunate part about doing this, but... We're gonna bring something up and confuse it. But what to bring out? I guess we'll bring out the other Bulu. Force him to have Vikavolt and thing. I see the combo now. Yeah. It's kind of hard to pull off, because you do need the two. You need Haunter, Zoroark, Tsareena, 2 energies. It's really complicated. It's kind of hard to pull off, which is really unfortunate. Oh, whoops, I had caps on. Didn't mean to have caps, but it looks like we are going to see the Vikavolt, but he needs to have a Guzma here, which, I mean, he could Guzma, knock out Lele, go down to 2 prizes. But again, he can't one-shot Tsareena, which is good. He definitely has Guzma, though. He definitely has it. His hand is huge. If we could top deck something, this would be good. We'll see what happens here, of course. If he has Guzma, then rip, yeah, I knew he had it. Dang it. Alright, if we can top deck a DCE, we're okay. Oh, okay, never mind, he field blowers me. Never mind, because the only thing stopping me from one-shotting him is Aether Paradise Conservation Area. And, that's going to be a rip, so yeah, he's going to knock out Lele. At the very least, there's no VS Seeker in the format, so we can still maybe use Tsareena here to buy some time. He can't one-shot me, which is good. But he can't win next turn, which... Oh, no, really? Buh. That's not good. We're kind of stuck right now. I think we literally just have to keep doing side-eye here. Buy some time. That's not good, though. This is what's going to win Worlds 2018. Yeah, Tsareena's definitely going to win Worlds. I mean, Tsareena has the potential to win. I don't know. Now, honestly, I'm starting to like the well, I haven't tested the Golisopod list now, but I don't know. Maybe the Golisopod's better. We're having some pretty bad luck here. I mean, it is kind of all down to what we're drawing. We're not really drawing too well. If we were drawing well, we might have a better luck here. But I don't know. The Ninetails was decent, but it kind of got one-shotted by Bulu here, so maybe the Ninetails isn't the best play to go with. So we'll see. If he has a Guzma or a Floatstone, it's kind of rip. Yeah, Skyla for Float. Yeah, my opponent missing a beat. We could knock out his Bulu here if we can top deck something, and maybe we can survive a hit, because we can definitely take a hit from Bulu, which is a good thing. Bulu can't one-shot us, which is nice. But I think it's game over. Unless we go into Zoroark, but we need to draw into something here. Oh my gosh. Alright, I guess we just kind of accept our loss here, unless my opponent doesn't have an energy. He's used 6 grass, so honestly, he might not have an energy here. I mean, if he has 1 grass and a lightning, he can knock me out with Lele, so. We don't, wow, we can't even go Zoroark. That's so bad. I could do Side-Eye again and bring out Vikavolt. But I don't even know if that's good at this point. Comeback boys, LMAO. Nah. If we had the other stadium, this is, okay, there's another stadium that prevents confusion on your side. Maybe that stadium is better in this deck. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're kind of just stuck here. We can't even one-shot him. Might be better just to Side-Eye Vikavolt and hope he doesn't have Guzma. Or another Float. Huh. Or we can confuse them and then... Nah. This is tough. This really is. The Aether Paradise is making all the difference. The hand must be terrible. Yeah. I mean, technically it ain't a bad hand, because we do have Haunter double devo spray, but the only problem is we just didn't draw... We didn't draw good enough to be able to really go off. I think Side-Eye is the best play here. I need to try and take a hit. If he has the way to retreat, it's over. All I got. Can't KO and get out of confusion. So, I mean, if he has Floatstone, it's GGN, it's GGI, rip. GG. So we'll have to move over to the Golisopod variant after this. We'll try that out. So I don't know. I mean, the Ninetails variant is more built to counter Volcanion. We just got really unlucky here. Not to mention we're playing it's a pretty speedy deck. It is what it is though. It's kind of a rough loss. We were already down 2 floats anyways, so we drew pretty bad unfortunately. If I think we drew better, we probably could have better luck. I might do a third match for this deck. Just to show off the combo. We weren't able to do it here. But we'll definitely go over to the Golisopod list after this. Oh, he had 2 Skylas. That's a rip. Yeah, he could just knock me out with Energy Drive. That is rip. It's kind of sad, though. If only we drew better. If only we drew better, but it always happens on PTCGO where you draw bad. But we will get a match in with the Golisopod variant, which I will do right now. Unfortunately, we lost. But again, when you're playing a deck that clunky, it is pretty easy to lose. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. But when you're playing a deck this clunky, again, it is pretty easy to lose. You need to get 2 stage 1s in play. You need to get a stage 2 in play. That needs 2 energy to be built up. It's not really the easiest thing to pull off. Tsareena for Worlds. Alright, so we are going to do another match here. And I guess we'll see you guys in just a sec. Alright, here we go. We're going to go try out the Golisopod version of the deck. And we'll hope that it does good. As you can see, we did do a game number 2. Unfortunately, though, I got really bad luck at the end, and I couldn't win. Like, it was pretty bad. So we're going to get another game in with the deck, and we'll see. Looks like we're going to be up against Volcanion, which is fine. Kind of wish I was playing my Ninetails version. That's fine, though. We'll see how this goes. We're going to win the coin flip, which is pretty good. And, alright. I mean, it's a better hand than what we had last time, so it's not the end of the world. Wish we can get a Brigette here. That's why I like having the 2 Brigettes, because helps the odds of hitting Brigette. We'll see if it's Volk or not. I mean, you never know. It could also be something with a fire tech? I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Looks like it might be a bit of... Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Game was taking a while to load. Ooh, looks like Greninja. So my opponent was nice enough to play Greninja. He knew I was playing Golisopod, or not Golisopod, Tsareena. But he was nice enough, so shout out to you. Alright. We can at least draw a card, which, please get a Brigette. Okay, we got Vulpix, which works. Wow, really? Alright, I guess we retreat into Vulp. Forgot about weakness. Oh, good. Probs need all the help I can get. I guess we'll end him. Might as well. And before Kikui knockout on my Vulpix, but we'll see what we get here. Ooh, we actually finally get a decent start. Alright, so we can put down this Bounsweet and pass. And we can Lele next turn. So it looks like we are going to be back to be able to do something. Yeah, but maybe Rescue Stretcher is better than the Super Rod. I don't know. I'm feeling like the Rescue Stretcher might be better than Rod. So that's something you could definitely use over Super Rod. I just wanted the Super Rod just to get back grass energies, but I don't know. I'm feeling Rescue Stretcher more in both builds of the deck. I don't know. I'm feeling like it might be the best way to play this deck, to be honest with you. My opponent's going to end me, which is good, because I didn't really want to end up Ultra Balling away like a Haunter and stuff. So yeah, I guess Rescue Stretcher is the way to go with this deck. Let's see what we get. Alright. We get an N, which is kind of what I was hoping for there, so we can slow down the Aero Blitz. We're going to see Ultra Ball probably grab another Froakie. No, sorry, okay. So Greninja, I think, can be dealt with. Greninja Break is kind of scary because it can easily get rid of Haunters and Zoruas and Zoroarks, but he is weak to grass, so we do have an advantage because it is the Golisopod version of our list. So we have an advantage there with the grass typing. I don't really want to lose my Vulpix though. Maybe I shouldn't have retreated, but I don't want Zorua to have 40 damage and then Greninja Break snipes Zoroark. That would be pretty scary. So I wanted to avoid that. That's kind of why I retreated to Vulpix straight away. So I didn't want my Zorua to take damage. Alright, let's see. We get another N. Do I bench? Nah. Nah. I'm not really in any hurry to be knocked out, so I don't really care. I'm going to put a Choice Band on because I don't think we'll need it in this matchup, so we might as well just burn it so I don't try and do it here off the N. And, okay, we get DC. We do get a Wimpod, though, plus the Golisopod, so that's really good. So we can put down the Wimpod, we can DC the Bounsweet, and we will go Beacon here for a... I guess we'll grab Lele. No, actually, we have Ultra Ball for Lele. That's fine. I don't really mind losing Choice Band. Grab Lele, we'll grab Steenee and Zoroark. This might be the game you win. Hopefully. I don't know if I'll show off the combo. If I do get the combo off, I'm going to use it at least once. Just because, let's be real here, we need to show it off. But yeah, I'll try to find a third match. Probably, I might do a versus game. But maybe I'll do another game here with Arsenal. So we are going to see Ultra Ball. But yeah, we'll see after this game what deck I'm going to be liking more. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe the Ninetails version isn't the way to go. But maybe the Golisopod version is. There's a lot you can do. Like, Golisopod lets you play more aggressive with a Zoroark on a 1-energy attacker, but the Ninetails variant lets you have like a bit of a walling Pokemon, which lets you slowly build up your board. So, I don't know. Alright, we see the Sicko. He's going to lose a Greninja Break, which is nice. And we are going to get Frogadier here from the looks of it. And we got to hope that a few frogs are prized. But we'll try and take him out with Golisopod this turn if we can. Which will be the plan. Okay, so he can't put that many down, but he does have Froakie down, so it makes up for that. Oh, we just stopped like Lele. Alright. That works too. Question is what do I even Ultra Ball for? I think, honestly, I'm just going to get... I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm going to discard something out of the deck. Get rid of a Gastly, I guess, since we're going to one-shot him anyways with Tsarina, so I don't think we're going to need Haunter in this matchup. I do want to use the combo once in this game, but Gastly is definitely not going to be needed, so I think we're just going to go Sycamore here. And hopefully we can draw into a Grass Energy here. Golisopod 2. Yeah, 2 versions. Ninetails and a Gali. Alright, so we will go Sycamore here, and if we draw Grass Energy, Frogadier goes down. No, we whiffed. Are you serious? Okay, that's pretty bad. Whiffed energy. I could have KO'd him too with Zoroark if we hit a DC, but we whiffed energy. Alright, well, I guess we just settle for a Beacon then. Grab Tsarina and Lele. Then we can end him. If we have any left. Break. Yeah, feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. But at the very least, we're still in a decent position. I mean, Golisopod's still on the board, Zoroark's still on the board. Tsarina's definitely coming out next turn. Maybe the game will be generous and just give me a nice little top deck N or an energy so we can just knock him out. If I flip 2 tails, oh boy. Oh! Oh, wow. The luck is not on his side. The luck has changed. I feel bad. That's the thing, like, there are some decks I feel like Timer Ball will be good in. I even considered putting Timer Ball in this deck, considering the amount of evolutions you play. But again, when you get double tails, what do you do? And wow, another Greninja Break bites the dust. Luckily though, for him anyways, he probably plays Super Rod. So Greninja Break's gonna come out. I'm assuming he's gonna do Shadow Stitching here. Obviously be the smartest play. Oh, there you go. Look at that, he makes up for it with double heads. Double heads works too. Alright, that kind of makes up for it, because usually Timer Ball will get 1 heads, 1 tails. But it looks like the tables have turned. And speaking of the tables have turned, my opponent's going to get rid of my Floatstone here, which kind of slows me down a bit, so now I can't really just bring out Zoroark. Maybe Coco will be good in this deck too. There's so many different options in this deck, it's crazy. So I guess we bring out... Yeah, we'll bring out... Yeah. If we get a Grass Energy, we kind of knock him out. Yep. There we go. Alright, sweet. Do I save the bench space? Yeah, we'll bench another Bounsweet. We might need it at this point. My opponent does look like he's going to be threatening me here. And I think I'm just going to keep this hand for a second. And we are going to do... Yeah, we'll keep the hand because we can get another Tsarina down next turn. That GX attack is scary. Meh. Too much energy. We might use it though. I don't know. I think Crossing Cut might be a little better though. Because I don't know. But we will Jumping Sidekick him here. And we will take out this Greninja finally. But we are going to see a Greninja Break go down. Knock out my Bounsweet probably. It's fine though. It diverts the attention away from Tsarina, which is good. Greninja Break is pretty scary though. There's another Greninja. Luckily, his Greninja Breaks are still in the discard. As long as he doesn't hit Super Rod, we should be okay. And he knocks me out. I can just drop Lele and him to a new hand size. I mean, Zoroark technically can knock something out with Guzma. Golisopod obviously has a knockout. Lele maybe could knock something out. If we build it up, we can maybe knock out Starmie or the Froakie or another Frogadier. There's Rest Stretcher. Alright, never mind. Never mind, he found the Greninja Breaks back. Greninja Break is still scary. Even when you're playing a grass-based deck, Greninja Break can still give you a run for your money. Ooh, he's hitting the active. Interesting. And an N. Ooh, that's pretty bad, actually. This hand was so good. We had another Tsarina guaranteed, too. Let's see what we get here. I mean, I've seen worse. The clutchest of draws. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, is that gonna knock... Oh, what? Yo! The play out of nowhere. Wait, is it knocking me out? I don't think it does. Yeah, we live. Wow. Oh boy, LOL. Okay, can we top deck an Ultra Ball here? Nothing that can knock out Talonflame unless we hit the Gastly. Or the Haunter. I think we can hit it. DCE. I mean, don't really need it. Thing is, though, what if I whiff? Man, that's the thing. I don't want to whiff. If I whiff Tsarina Rare Candy here, which we probably will, I might not be able to get another one down, so... I think I'm honestly gonna... I mean, might as well. But if I whip, we're gonna go... Okay, screw it. I'm gonna attach the Golisopod. We'll hit him with... Actually, we'll just get knocked out by Giant Water Shuriken. Okay, we do get the Haunter, so we can at least show off the combo at least once. Which is good. See, I knew we were going to whip the Rare Candy, so I'm glad I didn't do that. But we can confuse both Pokemon here. Combo time, boys. Combo time. Combo Tim. So we will be able to take a knockout with our attack, finally. I mean, it took long enough. But it's good. We were able to pull it off at least. And we can Jumping Sidekick here, knock out the Talonflame Break. Pretty threatening that he was able to do that, though. At least Tsarina took a blow and it wasn't going to get knocked out, which is the good thing there. Our hand isn't too bad either. We have a response to Greninja, so that's good. The question is, what do I bring up? I think we're just going to bring out Zoroark and hope he doesn't Field Blow away the float. Actually, no, we'll bring out Bounsweet. Yeah, we'll bring out Bounsweet. Probably the best play. Had to take a second to think this through. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, he's gonna double Giant Water Shuriken. That's even worse. Oh boy. Yep, because Starmie's in play too. That's a rip. Oh, he's gonna take out the Zoroark. Oh no. No. Oh, I think I'll still use this game, even though it's probably like it's kind of rip at this point, but I'll still use it. We showed off the combo at least once. Oh, we're gonna lose to Greninja. How embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Talk about going off. Dang! Talk about going off. This dude, that was a crazy turn. He got double giant water shuriken, and he was able to get a Wally into another frog. That's crazy. Plus he's shadow stitching to me. But at least Golisopod-GX can come in and kind of smack him. We just gotta hope at that point we'll be okay to win. Still kind of a long road to go. Especially because 2 water shurikens and Lele is knocked out. So it is looking pretty gloom and doom at this point. But we might still be able to pull off the victory. Rare Candy, really. Oh, there goes my second Tsarina play. Okay, never mind, we got him. That at least helps us, because that's such an easy giant water shuriken target, but now it's not. I think I'm going to Ultra Ball away a few cards. Obviously, you want to thin out the deck, try and find Guzma. So we still have our Guzmas, we still have a few cards, which is good. And at least we can armor press him here and tank a hit, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, the splash energy is on the Greninja, he's going to be able to get it back, but we can take it out and let's see what our prize is. Devo Spray. I mean, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to de-evolve Haunter into a Gastly and let it just be picked off by Giant Water Shuriken. So there's that. We are out of ends, though. Right? Yeah, we're out of ends. So we're out of ends, so we can't really end him to a low hand size, which is kind of devastating. Golisopod 2 clutch. Yeah. Liking the Golisopod version a little bit more than the Ninetails version. Greninja, though, it's a crazy deck. The fact that we're gonna probably lose to is nuts. I don't know what we can do at this point. He wins next turn on my Lele. I mean, if he whiffs, okay, if he whiffs a Greninja here, if he doesn't get his last Greninja, might be able to win. Yeah. Oh, he's hitting Golisopod. Interesting. I mean, that works too, I guess. There's nothing, I mean, we could maybe even bring out the Starmie. Nothing we can really do, though. Honestly, there's nothing we can do at this point, I don't think. That Talonflame, I think, really kind of screwed me over there a bit. Not to mention the energy whiff was pretty bad, too. Ooh, Moonlight Slash, I see. He's trying to stop my Guzmas. Okay, well, it's game over next turn, because we know he has the Greninja in his hand. Unless we retreat into Tsarina-GX and Side-Eye. That's not even going to work. He's got to have another energy in his hand. Then he can get him back with Starmie. That's not even going to work. I think we're just going to Lele for Guzma. I think it's over. Yeah, we can't really do anything. I think it's GG. Unless... Nah, there's nothing we can do. I think we just gotta do this and hope for the best. We'll crossing cut. But it's over because he's gonna get the double Greninja down. Yeah, GG. I mean, he had the game on Lele. He had a lot of ways to win. It was a pretty close game, though, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that we are losing to water just proves that Tsarina GX does not work in the format at all. The combo it takes too much, man. It takes too much. Really does. This is where maybe the Stadium is better in this deck, but again, if you use the Stadium, Field Blower and other counter Stadiums are such a big risk. But we're taking 2 losses here with Tsarina. Proves that my boy Tsarina just can't cut it in the format. I'm sorry, Tsarina GX. I mean, I think you're a good one of in Decidueye Vileplume, but I mean that deck's gone anyway, so it's not even gonna matter. I mean that works too, saves him some time. But yeah, I think that'll be the 2 games. I want to get a 3rd match in, though, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I guess Tsarina just doesn't work, guys, honestly. The combo, I tried my best to make the combo work. We were able to pull it off once, but unfortunately, Tsarina just is too good. Tsarina just loses to Greninja. And that alone says something. I think that says something pretty big about the possibility of Tsarina ever being a meta deck. Kind of sad, though, of course. Tsarina definitely tried to put in work. I did like it, though, but I don't know. Maybe someone will find a better way to play Tsarina down the road. I think the Tsarina Golisopod variant was the better way, but again, if you're more worried about Volcanion, you can play the Ninetails variant. But again, you do have Zoroark, though, which already is decent against Volcanion sometimes. Plus, you have Lele, which can be good too. So, I don't know. It's kind of up to you which version you like more. The Golisopod version did seem to be the one that I was able to put up the most fight with out of the two. So, I don't know. I think Tsareena may have potential. Unfortunately, we take 2 L's with it. But that just proves that I think Tsareena is just way too clunky to actually work. But it was kind of interesting to look at anyway. So thanks for watching the video, guys. If you've enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button. Shout out to Arsenal, the gamer here, for providing me with the 2 matches. And GG to you. And I'll see you guys on another PTCGO video. Peace out. Subscribe to help me on the road to 2,000 subs. And enjoy Worlds. Goodbye.